That's my line. It's a great music event happening for a great cause.
So why not advocate for local musicians and those who could use a helping hand? Happening in your community, a tribute concert to Bob Nutt and Blytham Limited Booking Agency. We've got musician Garrett Osteich and Matt Matthews from First Presbyterian Church joining us today to talk about this event that sounds like a wonderful time, but you're going to have to maybe in detail explain what it is that's happening, and we'll go from there.
A concert's happening.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, rock and roll music. We're going to have a great time.
Well, tell me about Bob Nutt, first of all, because this is kind of in his honor, memory.
It is. It is. Bob Nutt was a music promoter in the 60s and early 70s here. And so he got young 15 and 20-year-olds who had bands. He got them paying gigs all around from Chicago to Carbondale and St. Louis and Indy. And locally, sock hops and quads and bars and battle of the bands and church fellowship halls. So he was a mover and shaker in the music scene. About 6 years ago, he ended up at First Presbyterian Church. We loved him. But he marched to the beat of a different drummer, and he was very close to the streets, Bob was. He wasn't a wealthy man at all, and often we bring food to him or whatnot. But when he died last year, we had so many people at the funeral and in the church saying, you know, we need to have a concert in honor of Bob Nutt. And so we are, and it's going to be great, yeah.
Garrett, tell us about some of the music that's happening during this concert and what you brought together.
Well, as Matt said, a lot of the people got together that Bob had influenced. Bob was a good one that kind of provided a platform for people to really reach whatever level they might be able to, whether it's a local level, regional level, or actually a lot of the people he worked with are national and international and are still working in the music business. So there's a lot of people that Bob had a big impact on their life. We contacted a lot of them, and a lot of them are coming back from all over the country, Los Angeles, Oregon, New Orleans, Minneapolis, coming back to bring back and put back together some of the music from the bands from that time.
And one of those bands being REO Speedwagon, I'm seeing.
Yeah, a couple of the guys, the original lead singer and their guitar player are going to be playing together. And
wow.
That's a couple of the guys. Paulie Carmen, that was in the Champagne Band, a bunch of other bands before that, he'll be there. Some of the other people.
Bob discovered these musicians when they were young and got them hooked up, and a lot of them made it big. But he's the one initially who got them paying gigs, and that was kind of unique to the area, and nobody else was doing it, right, Garrett?
Right, and he brought a professionalism to the whole thing, even for some of the kids. I was a little bit older, but the kids that were, the guys that were in high school or the gals, as far as getting equipment, road crews, actually booking like all over the place, like Matt said, so that there was because there was just dozens of full-time musicians. That's what they were doing, and off of that was people that were managers and booking agents, road technicians that worked with all the bands and the equipment and lighting and all of that.
Yeah, a lot goes into it.
I'm a pastor's kid, and I love when I see churches sort of thinking outside the box and getting involved in things. What inspired you guys, Matt, at your church to go, this is something we're going to do, even though it isn't maybe stereotypical church stuff?
Right. You know, I don't think we ever would have planned it had Bob Nutt not shown up at our church and had we not fallen in love with this guy. And so it seems very natural, organic, and authentic what we're doing. But, you know, we wouldn't have planned it. But Bob showed up, and after he died, he really influenced us. Because, like I said, he lived very close to the streets when we knew him, and he was dying of cancer, we presume, so he couldn't speak well very late in his life. And that's when I met him, because I've only been here 20 months. But it's he that made this sort of a reality. So it was a natural that we do it. But we wouldn't have planned otherwise to do this.
Cool.
And we're glad to be doing it. It's really cool to be doing it.
We're glad you are.
We are, and Prophets will go to see you at home. So that would probably be something special that he would have liked. He
would have liked that very much.
Yeah. Well,
thanks, guys.
If you need any more information about this concert, it's happening when?
Tomorrow night,
Tomorrow
7
night?
o'clock, Virginia Theater.
Oh, a great venue.
Right on.
There's a look at the Facebook event page, which we will share after today's show over on our Facebook page, so go check it out.